Hello everyone, welcome back to the Secret Straight channel. Today we dive into the emotional, intense, and deeply dramatic story I Was Forced to Marry My Father's Enemy. Engaged to the Enemy. This review will take you through every layer of this gripping tale, exploring the world around the characters, the atmosphere they live in, how the story performs for viewers, the unique elements that set it apart, and why it leaves such a lasting impact. From the external environment to the internal emotional design, safety symbolism, narrative value, and price of choices the characters make, everything is connected to the powerful conflict at the heart of this story. The exterior of the story feels rich, layered, and heavy with history. From the very beginning, the world outside the characters seems to be shaped by old grudges, powerful families, and an environment where loyalty and revenge walk side by side. The cold mansions, the sharp looks from outsiders, and the echo of long-standing enmity create a tension that you can feel in every frame. The setting is designed to reflect the emotional storm inside the lead girl's life, where every corner of her environment feels like it's watching her. The exterior world isn't just a backdrop, it actually pressures her, traps her, and reminds her that she is living under expectations she never chose. The story uses shadow, silence, and architecture to show how the outside world can control a person's destiny. The interior, however, is short, simple, and deeply symbolic. Inside the house, where she is forced to live with her father's enemy's son, every room feels like a prison and a revelation at the same time. The dim lights, the quiet hallways, the polished surfaces, and the untouched furniture show a life that looks perfect from the outside but is emotionally broken from within. The interior atmosphere mirrors her internal fears, tight, controlled, elegant, yet suffocating. It reflects how she feels like a stranger in a place she is supposed to call home. In terms of performance, the story delivers high emotional intensity. The chemistry between the two leads, one forced into marriage and the other carrying the burden of family history, creates a powerful push and pull dynamic. Their silent battles, their accidental eye contact, the moments of softness that break through the hatred, and the struggle between duty and desire all make the story come alive. The pacing is smooth, with dramatic highs supported by quiet, meaningful moments. Viewers stay connected through the internal conflict rather than fast action, and the performance shines through natural reactions, strong expressions, and subtle character growth. The lead girl's transformation from fear to strength becomes the emotional spine of the entire narrative. Safety features in the story revolve around emotional security rather than physical protection. At the start, she has no safety or no support, no voice, no escape. But as the story progresses, emotional safety slowly builds through trust, vulnerability, and truth. The supposed enemy reveals layers of humanity, loyalty, and care that challenge everything she believed. The hidden spaces of the story, private conversations, unexpected comforts, protective actions become symbolic safety zones, where she finally begins to understand who he truly is. The narrative shows that sometimes emotional safety matters more than physical walls, and the transition from fear to comfort is beautifully executed. The unique selling points of this story are its emotional depth, powerful plot twist, and the enemy-to-lover transformation. The forced marriage trope is elevated through a strong backstory involving family betrayal, old wounds, and unresolved hatred that shapes every decision. What makes it stand out is how it takes a painful situation and slowly turns it into healing, connection, and unexpected love. The contrast between their family's past and their growing bond creates tension that feels real and personal. Another unique point is the slow burn transformation. Viewers are not rushed, allowing every emotional shift to feel meaningful and earned. The story also uses silence, expressions, and inner conflict beautifully, giving the story a cinematic feel. The price in this story is heavy emotionally, mentally, and socially. The girl pays the price of losing her freedom, her dreams, and her identity. At least temporarily, when she is forced into the marriage. The boy pays the price of carrying the sins of his father and fighting a battle he never chose. Both characters sacrifice their comfort, their pride, and their innocence in order to survive the expectations placed upon them. As the truth unfolds and the real enemy is revealed, the price they once paid becomes the reason they change, grow, and eventually choose each other with full heart. In conclusion, I Was Forced to Marry My Father's Enemy is a powerful emotional journey that balances tension and tenderness. It shows how pain can turn into connection, how enemies can become protectors, and how love can rise from the ruins of family conflict. The story's atmosphere, performances, emotional safety, unique twists, and meaningful character development make it a memorable and deeply satisfying experience. Viewers not only enjoy the drama but also feel the weight of every decision made by the characters. It leaves you thinking about trust, forgiveness, and how love can rewrite even the darkest history.